Comment ça va? We're gonna cook some Thai ribs. And it's spare ribs, but I've been cooking these for a while and I want to share the recipe with you guys. I don't know exactly how they do it over in Thailand, but this is Thai ribs Cajun style. Got a little flair to it, so hang in there. I'm gonna show you what all we have. We're gonna put it all together. We're gonna marinate it overnight. All right, guys, this is what we have. I have green onions that I've taken the whites and I split them in half. And I have minced garlic, and I have fresh ginger that I've minced. I have a whole orange that I quartered, 2 whole limes that I quartered. I have fresh basil. I have soy sauce, chicken broth, Zea Thai Rib Sauce. I'll put a link on this YouTube page where you can find it. Apple cider vinegar, Tabasco, and have olive oil. I'm gonna put all that together first, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so we have a whole cup of soy sauce. That's a half a cup. That's why I had 2 out. Pull this off. All right. Then we have a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. All right. Another 1/4 cup of this Zea's rib sauce. That's all I had in that bottle. And you'll a couple of teaspoons of this apple cider vinegar. I'm going to do some Tabasco. About a tablespoon, I guess. Olive oil, a couple tablespoons. I'm going to take the lime. I'm going to squeeze that fresh lime juice in there. This is just going to be our marinade for overnight. Get a lot of flavor inside those ribs. Gonna do the oranges. Get that fresh orange juice in there. It's alright if some of that grind gets in there. We're gonna take it off before we put it on the pit, but this is just for flavor. All right, I'm going to take our green onions, put that in there, our fresh ginger, and fresh garlic. And a good pinch of fresh basil. All right, move that aside. And going to stir that all up real good. All right. Oh, spare ribs from Costco's. So I'll put them in. They come in 3s. I'll take them out and I'll vacuum pack them in a single bag. So I'm going to use this as my marinating bowl, I guess you'd call it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull. I got to get that membrane off of the back of them. So I'm just going to start it here like this. And then grab paper towel and start pulling it off. Just like this. And a little bit piece right here, I think still on, but if I can get it off, it's okay. There we go. All right. So I'm going to, that's it. I mean, that's it. That's all I'm going to do to them. I think I'm going to pull off this little piece of fat right here. There we go. Back in here. And then I'm going to take my mixture and I'm going to pour it in here. Just like that. And then I'm going to go to my vacuum pack and I'm going to vacuum seal it again. So all of that flavor gets all in there. And I'll squirt it around after that. So that. All right, you can see how I have it vacuumed. And I mean, it's not completely vacuum packed because I didn't want to get all the juice inside my vacuum sealer, but there you go. And that goes in the refrigerator till tomorrow, and all that flavor is going to be amazing tomorrow. All right, so I just pulled it out from overnight. It's been sitting in all of this goodness. I've mixed it up a couple times before we went to bed, and we're going to undo it, and I'll show you how we season it up to get on the smoker. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut it open over the sink. We don't want to make too much of a mess. And we're going to pull it out, and I'm going to put it meat side down first. I'm going to try to get most of this stuff off of it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and pull it all off of there, all that ginger. That's what's stuck on it mostly right here, and some garlic. The garlic's okay. I just don't want to get into a big bite of ginger when we're eating our ribs. All right. If I had paper towels, I could have done it. I was out of paper towels. A little easier that way. Okay, let me go over it one more time. Just take a look at it. Get all of that off of there. But all that flavor is just all into these spare ribs. It's going to be so good. One more time back here. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and use a mustard for my binder. Make sure my seasoning sticks to it real well. You don't have to use a lot, just a little bit. Make sure you get the sides. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over. I'm going to do both sides while I have it out. Just like that. All right, turn it over. We're going to start seasoning it, getting it ready for the smoker. I have the smoker set on 180 degrees. I'm going to slow smoke it for 30 minutes on 180 because I want to get a lot of smoke in it. So this is just salt and pepper and garlic. Nothing fancy. Pat that in there. Get the sides. Never forget your sides. All right, then I have a little pecan rub. Loosen it up, and I'm gonna put a little bit of a pecan rub on there, not too much. This could be overpowering, so I don't want to go too much with this one. And the sides. And that's good. And then I have a honey hog barbecue. So put a little bit of sweetness in it. This one I'm gonna be real generous with. This is gonna give it a beautiful color on the outside. And it's gonna put a nice sweetness to all of that soy sauce. All right, turn it over, and we're gonna do the same thing. So we have salt and pepper and garlic. Get that patted down. A little bit of the pecan. Hold on one second. Okay. That pat it down. All right, get that patted down, and that's it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it rest right here for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna put it on the smoker at 180 degrees for 30 minutes, so it will get nice and smoky. Gonna get a little smoke ring in it, and then we're gonna kick it up to 250 degrees. So hang. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. You can see how pretty that seasoning looks. We're gonna go ahead and put it on the smoker for 30 minutes on this extreme smoke. It's right there in the middle. Close the lid for 30 minutes. Then we're gonna kick it up to 250 degrees. All right, it's been 30 minutes. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and kick it up to 250 degrees. And then I'm gonna open it up in 2 hours and look at it and see if all of that rub that I put on is adhered to those ribs. If I touch it and there's nothing coming off, then we can pull it out and wrap it. All right, guys, it's been 2 hours. So our objective right here is to open it up, look at it, and see if the rub is coming off at any little bit. If it is, we'll let it go a little bit longer. So let's open it up. Tell you what, it looks good. Oh no, it's done. See, I got a little bit of juice, but no rub. Yeah, we're good. That's what I'm looking for right there. So you can see it's pretty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get some gloves, pull it, and we're gonna wrap it. It's not sticky. I mean, it's not, the rub's not coming off. A little bit of the juice is, but that's good. And, oh, that tastes good. So what I'm gonna start off with is some Zea Thai Rib Sauce. I'm gonna put that in the link below in the description. And we're gonna put about a half a cup. And then we're gonna take a little splash of apple cider vinegar. We're going to do about 2 tablespoons of Steen's cane syrup. There we go. And we're going to take, I can't believe it's not butter. We're going to open it up, and I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of that in there. And that's it. Wipe my hands off. I'm going to get that stirred up. You can see what it looks like. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that honey hog rub, move this over a little bit, and I'm just going to put it on the bottom where I can put the ribs meat down. So we're going to turn it over, meat down on top of the rub. All right. Now we're going to take our mixture that we just made, and we're going to pour it onto the back of it. All right. Just going to kind of spread it out a little bit with my spoon. All right. And we're going to wrap them back up. I have two layers of aluminum foil. All right. Okay, my thicker side is this side on these ribs. So when I put it back on the grill, I'm going to put it meat side down, and I'm going to stick my temperature probe in between the 2 bones where I can get it to 203 degrees. Then I'm going to go ahead and pull them off, and I'll show you what I do then. I just put it on there. I'm going to go ahead and find my 2 ribs right there, and I'm going to stick my probe in between those. Oh, come on now. There we go. Nope, I got a piece of bone right there. There we go, right there. Okay, so I got it in about that much. Now I'll let it go to 203 degrees before I unwrap it. Alright, I got a temperature of 203, but it was pretty quick. I don't know how long it's been, maybe 35, 40 minutes, which I think I might have hit a bone. So I want to take my thermal pin and I'm going to check it. Don't go this way because you'll go through that bottom and then all the juice will go out. So hit it in there sideways and try to find your meat. There we go. Yeah, I got 199, so I'm really close. It went a little quicker this time. There we go. Got a little piece of meat. 195. I'm going to let it go for about another 15, let's go 20 minutes, and I'm going to come back and check it. 3 degrees. Let's see what it looks like. What we're looking for now is separation from the bone and the meat. And like this. Bone just completely fell off. All right, so let me get a glove. It's very hot. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn it over, and we're gonna mop the top of it. Oh yeah, it wants to fall apart. Got to be real careful now. I'll get a close up of this side where you can see, but let's go ahead and get our mixture done for the top. So take this off. All right, so I'm gonna go back. Let me push this up just a little bit. I'm going back with the Zea's rib sauce. About a quarter of a cup, not much, I don't need much. A couple of tablespoons of Steen's cane syrup. About a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. A little bit of our butter again, probably about 2 tablespoons. There we go. And gonna mix it up. As you can see right there. And I'm gonna mop the top. I want it good and sticky. All right, so that's it. Now, I'm gonna take some green onions and I'm gonna sprinkle the top. All right, I'm gonna take some sesame seeds. Remember, we're doing Thai ribs. There we go. And I'm gonna take some fresh basil and sprinkle that on top. That's it. I'm gonna take this, put it back on the grill for 30 minutes at 250 degrees for all this to fuse together. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like, so just hang tight. Here you go. This is what it looks like. Tell me that doesn't look good. Well, here's the finished product. I'm going to tell y'all, guys, these ribs are unbelievable. You will impress your friends with them. Please like and share if you like what we're doing, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody, and I hope you have a blessed day. Let's go ahead and cut one up, see what it looks like. Cuts like butter. There we go. Looky there. Got a nice little smoke ring. And they tender and juicy. So I say bon way.